And
Then how did he find
example
Naruto? He had to have been right on sensing the Nine Tails.
Shinjuku did it for him.
Nonsense, bro. I don't know. I don't accept that.
Why not? In the anime, Kinshiki canonically is the one who sent the space curvature exceeding 16. Not Momoshiki.
Okay, explain it in the movie then.
Kinshiki just found him for him. I mean, Momoshiki is literally riding Kinshiki. Kinshiki is probably the one who's got the directions.
Okay, so when you're driving your car, Kamui, who has the directions? You or the car?
Momoshiki's not driving Kinshiki. Kinshiki's driving himself. Momoshiki's just the passenger.
Prove that. I'll wait.
Because Kinshiki is his own person. Have you been listening to this discussion?
Okay.
Kinshiki has his own identity.
Okay, so Kamui, when you're riding a horse and you tell it to go left and then it does that, why does it do that?
But send me a scene of Momoshiki telling Kinshiki where to go versus them just riding, implying, because in that case, the default assumption is Kinshiki knew where to go on his own.
No, it isn't.
Momoshiki's help. Yeah, it is.
No, it
Why
isn't.
would we assume that Kinshiki needed directions?
No, there's no assumption. You
be?
Don't make an assumption. It's not one or the other. We don't know.
I mean, Kinshiki has shown the ability to sense these things anyway from several dimensions away.
Has Kinshiki
so we already know he has the ability to do
Has Kinshiki shown the ability to do that? Space curvatures
yes,
isn't
he's the
Kurama.
one who points out.
And just because he points it out doesn't mean he's the one sensing
curvature,
it.
Yeah, it is. What do you mean? He came out. He popped out of a dimension portal to tell Momoshiki about this. Momoshiki's not the one who sensed it.
That doesn't mean he sensed it in the first place.
Are you trying to argue that, like Shibai and the other planet told him or something?
Exactly. Could have been Toneri, who literally talked to Ishiki.
It wasn't Toneri who told him. Definitely not.
Why not?
Because they went to kill Toneri. No, Toneri didn't even know they existed.
Killing isn't part of it's against the clan law.
Bro, Toneri didn't even know they existed, as we see in that scene. He definitely didn't tell them.
Bro, he literally says they're coming. He knows they exist.
No, and then when he says, like, I thought the clan died out with me. Like, he's like, he was very confused when Urashiki mentions and then when Urashiki says, that's why we were sent to dispatch you, and he's like, we? Like,
well, yeah, exactly. He says he thought, as in he no longer thought it once he realized it.
But yeah, because one of them showed up in front of him. He got proof
you can never prove that's the moment he thought. Because it does. No, it's consistent with mine because he knows before this. He knows before Urashiki steps up in front of him. So
you can say, yeah, but in that case, it would be Urashiki alone. It would be Urashiki alone in that case because he didn't know about Momoshiki and Kinshiki.
It's just like Kamui. When I was 14, I thought I was going to turn 15 on my 15th birthday. I didn't think that or thought that when I turned 15, I thought it beforehand. Exactly.
No, but what I'm saying is he didn't know about Momoshiki and Kinshiki, regardless.
That's just cap. It's emotionally reacting.
Bro, literally was like, we? What do you mean?
Then he just thinks one is coming. That's fine.
Exactly. That's just Urashiki.
Well, does he know which one is coming? Does he know it's specifically Urashiki?
Maybe not specifically, but
okay,
he
then
thought
knows,
it was. But knows, just one of them.
He knows at least one of them is coming. We isn't surprise, it's shock.
Yeah, the fact you're right, it's more than surprise. He's shocked that more than one came. That's a surprise on steroids.
No, it's not because it's unexpected. It's because now the situation's way worse.
No, bro. He says, we were, you mean, question mark? Like, or she is like, I got you. Like,
point is he knew they were
bro
freaking
was
coming.
Not expecting it. It was unexpected, bro. Like, then he's like, and that's why at the end of the scene he's like, oh crap.
He knew that they were coming and he knew what was coming.
Yeah, he knew one Ootsutsuki was coming, seemingly, at the time.
Well, he knew Ootsutsuki were coming. I don't think he knew one specifically.
No,
was
he
coming.
knew the gods were coming, but he knew an Ootsutsukki was coming.
He knew the Ootsutsuki were coming. He didn't know how many.
No, he knew an Ootsutsukki was coming.
He knew at least an Ootsutsuki was coming.
No, he knew one singular Ootsutsukki was coming.
Why would he assume it's just one?
Bro, I don't fucking know, because the anime was writing in a bunch of random bullshit that they didn't understand, okay? That's
Bro,
the honest
you're
truth. Do you know the whole
misinterpreting
the gods will
scene.
descend upon... No, the whole, I'm gonna be real for a second here. The whole "the gods will descend upon this land" was initially meant to reference Momoshiki and Kinshiki and Urashiki, but then they retroactively wanted Toneri to be surprised, and the next scene they're just writing a bunch of bullshit, bro.
No,
they didn't
bro.
know what they were doing. Okay, I don't think it was.
It's because
I
it's
don't
happening
trust that
in
it
the
was actually
moment,
a reference
dude.
to Shibai and Shibai's pals. Okay, I don't think it was a reference to that. I think they were just writing in a bunch of nonsense.
Well, no, I think it is meant to be those three. I agree. The reason he says we again, it's because he's shocked. It's because of he's
Oodie,
emotional
if he was
in the moment.
foretelling 10 episodes previous, the gods in time, the gods will descend upon this land, and then when a god descends upon this land, he's not going to be surprised that it isn't all three of them. Like, he would expect it to be all three of them. Like, he wouldn't be shocked. It would be like, yeah, that's just literally what I foretold 10 days ago. It wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't be shocking in any way. It would be exactly as expected.
It's the heat of the moment. He's, first of all, trying his best to delay them as much as possible. When they get there, he's freaking emotional.
Bro, that is not how the scene is depicted, bro. And also, you can't be shocked about something you expected.
Yeah, go watch the Saiyan saga from
shock.
Dragon Ball Z, then get back with me on that one.
Bro, then they're doing things that don't make sense if that's the case.
It makes sense, you just don't think it does.
No, you cannot be shocked by something you expected.
Yes, you can.
Unless you mean electrical shock. But if you mean like generic shock, no, you can't.
It's because he's not prepared for it.
You wouldn't be shocked. How are you
never
shocked
be freaking
if you
prepared
expect
for
it? Why are you shocked?
It's because the world isn't prepared for it.
The definition of shocked, surprised, and upset.
They're not prepared yet. They're not prepared for them. They're here too soon. The world isn't prepared. They needed more time. The world needed more time.
Unprepared is not the same as shocked. Unprepared is very different from shocked.
Okay, fine. Then he's unprepared. I'll change my wordage if you really want me to.
Well, he definitely is unprepared, but he was also shocked.
Bro, go read the freaking Saiyan saga and get back to me. Don't nonsense.
Bro, rewatch the anime episode and get back to me. Millennium Kage, though,
it's only consistent
shout out to our moderator, Millennium Kage. Is the only reason I think they're immune is because of Ada genuinely considering them friends. It's the only one that makes sense to me. It's my favorite one, too.
By the way,
also,
Toneri
Oodie, we lost 4 viewers
composure.
because of you spouting your nonsense. Oodie,
bro, Toneri lost his composure. He was composed in one scene and not composed in the other. That's why there's a difference. Because Toneri's different.
Let's be honest. Nothing makes sense in Boruto. Being shocked and unprepared are different things, man. Yes, that Crush agrees with me.
Absolutely not. You know what? We're starting. What's the poll? What is this poll? What do I title this?
Are shocked and unprepared the same?
I'm not asking that. No, it's about Toneri. Do you want me to... Did Toneri expect gods?
Was Toneri...
Yeah, go ahead.
Was Toneri surprised or shocked?
No.
More than one Ootsutsukki came? Oh, yeah, because you know you'll lose. Okay.
No, you can't make it about surprised or shocked. Did Toneri think or expect or blah, blah, blah? Multiple. Or one or whatever.
Make
an
idea. Poll.
What do you want?
How do you do it?
I was already doing it, but fine, you do it. You're gonna do one freaking so biased.
What?
Everyone, no matter what Kamui makes it, just vote for mine.
I'm trying to
vote for my answer.
Trying to remember how to do it. Hold on. How do you do it?
It's on the bottom right of the chat. Because I already popped out the chat. I don't know if it works on yours. Wait, what?
Normally I'm able to just do it.
It might be because I have the chat popped out, or I don't know. Well, I'll freaking do it.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh my god.
It's because I'm watching from my account, not the WalkyTalky podcast. Okay, well that explains everything. with that in mind, okay, you're gonna do it. Did Toneri know more than one Otsutsuki was coming to Earth when Urashiki arrived?
Okay, so first of all, you agree Toneri did know the Ootsutsuki were coming.
No, he knew that the gods were coming.
How do you want me to title the poll?
Did Toneri know that more than one Otsutsuki was coming to Earth when Urashiki arrived? Based on the anime.
I feel like we shifted it because I originally made the case that he doesn't know whether it's one or multiple. The point is that he just knows the Ootsutsuki are coming.
I would have said when Urashiki arrived in the question.
Doesn't matter.
Because that was the point.
Well, the freaking chat was here.
But it does matter.
They were here.
I'm an idiot. I just accidentally voted for the wrong one.
Suck
Shit.
it. Well, fine. Now, if you're gonna play that game, I'm gonna vote now.
Vote for no, because that's what I meant to vote for.
You know what? I don't want you complaining when you
fair.
lose. So fine, I'll vote for no. Unless it's some big brain play where you voted no the entire time, and now you just have 2 votes on your side. There, I voted for no.
No, that's why it was
fair.
0. That's why it was at 0. I accidentally hit yes instinctively.
Oh, let's go! Everyone agrees with me.
Bro, you gotta rewatch that episode, bro. I was surprised.
Bro, you just said everything that happened in the episode, as if I haven't seen it a freaking 100 times.
You know what, Oodie? For once, I want to get Mello on stream again. I already know he'll agree with me. So.
No, he's seen the Saiyan Saga, so he'll agree with me.
No, bro. This is like one of Mello's favorite things to talk about is the fact that Toneri knew that gods were descending upon this land, but didn't know that there was going to be more than one Otsutsuki coming to this land. He just talked about it a million times. I already know his thoughts on this.
I will say the terminology, the gods, can refer to just one.
No, why would you say gods if only one? You would just say god. A god.
So it's not the same with last names, but for example, if you just said like the Uzumaki are invading, well, if there's only Naruto, then that works. But if you don't,
you're
the
not
point
saying the Uzumaki are invading if it's just Naruto. You're
okay,
just gonna say Naruto is invading.
When Pain invaded, I understand there's technically multiple Pain bodies. You say the Akatsuki are invading. He's a representation of the organization.
Part of the problem with that is, which will apply to Toneri, is they don't even know who Pain specifically is.
That's exactly the point, though.
And there is also 6 bodies, and there's also Konan, so there is more than one Akatsuki as well.
So they're not even what Toneri's saying is
7 bodies in there.
He's saying the Ootsutsuki in general are coming. I don't think he knows.
Well, no, he never says that. He never says the Ootsutsuki.
It doesn't matter. He knows what they are. He knows enough to know that they're gods. He knows the Ootsutsuki are gods.
Being, not an
okay, well then he knows that the Ootsutsuki are celestial beings. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to know the word Ootsutsuki, even though he already does. So he knows that they are Ootsutsuki.
That's why I'm just gonna say some bullshit. I was like, you're so gonna know that. Lily knows his last name.
I feel like I don't even have to continue with that line of thought now. But the point being,
anyway,
that he's not referring in particular to any of the 3, Momoshiki, Urashiki, or Kinshiki. It could have been Flourishiki that came down. It would have been the same thing.
You don't know. It's possible that only Urashiki was the celestial being. The other ones might not be celestial beings. We can't prove it either way. Because of that, it is entirely possible that he was expecting Urashiki specifically, because Urashiki is the one and the only celestial being.
Bro, you're literally trolling me. We've literally flip-flopped positions. I hope you realize that.
For the first time, yes. But out of curiosity, what's your counter to that?
Going based off of what we know.
Yeah, Urashiki is a celestial being. Yeah, that's it.
We don't know how or why he would know these 3. He can know of
Yeah,
them
honestly,
without
they never
knowing
explained it.
them. Like, Naruto knew of the Akatsuki, but he didn't know Deidara until he met him.
I mean, yeah, I wish they actually explained that, like how he knows, besides him like grabbing glass, breaking in space.
Like, how does that tell him anything? Like,
Well, I think he already
like,
had
oh no.
knowledge not only told to him by, if not Hamura, then like the rest of the Ootsutsuki clan on the moon.
But he never met Hamura, so it wasn't Hamura.
I don't know, go to the novels maybe. Then it could also be inherited knowledge that he just instinctually has. Or he could have like done something off screen, just has that knowledge because of that reason. Or it could be because of the presence in the air that he's feeling, such as the glass panes, and he just knows what that is.
That's what I think, because he says he thought the clan would die with him, like in the past at least. So it seems like he figured this out at some point later on.
Yeah.
However they want to say
and
that.
I think he figured it out before the I hate saying this, but the glass panes started appearing. Because the fact that he, at least in the anime, appeared to Boruto so early on. Like way, like probably in the terms of the timeline, if not months, then a year before they actually invaded. I don't think they were traveling to Earth for years.